How are you doing today, my lazies? I have another rant for you, but not for the reason you suspect. I'm ranting on the random, unnecessary hate for Hiruzen Sarutobi. I feel like someone made a meme about it, and now it's just gotten way out of control. I'll explain the good, the bad, and the in-between about the situation. So with that being said, now, the Hiruzen hate surprised me because no one ever talked bad about him publicly in large droves until memes about him became popular without context. Now, let's look into why people hate him. He seemingly neglects Naruto. There's a filler of Naruto fishing and he takes some of his fish, and then Sasuke's room looks significantly better than Naruto's. Now, Sasuke still lives in the Uchiha area and already had an established home. So that argument doesn't even make sense in comparison to Naruto, whose parents didn't have an established home yet since they had Naruto mid-presidency. Naruto fishing doesn't make sense at all, as he literally gets a stipend to live off and still has a house in those same fillers. He even still respects Hiruzen in that same filler. And I'm surprised people take that filler seriously, yet won't take the ones that actually make sense for the story into account. Seems like unnecessary hate to me. Now, for the people that have never had fathers or a stable home environment, the father isn't the nurturer and doesn't usually baby the boys. Naruto was never in an orphanage as a child, so it's safe to say Hiruzen had his wife nurture Naruto before she passed away, and then got Naruto his own home since he was of age to go to the academy. Hiruzen, unlike Boruto Naruto, was an extremely busy man fixing war ties in his olden age and bringing the village back to stability after the Kyuubi incident and Uchiha rebellion. The amount of things he had to do at this time was not an easy fix whatsoever. So pretending he was in the same boat as Naruto as Hokage is not a fair comparison. Hiruzen was barely able to make 3 clones from how old he was at the time. So he was definitely out of his prime. Another misconception is that he's only as strong as Orochimaru, which is grossly misunderstood. Orochimaru summoned 2 Sannin level Kage, and old man Hiruzen took them down while stalemating Orochimaru. Edo Tensei isn't stated or implied to be an incredibly chakra taxing ability, so these were basic summons for Orochimaru, if even that, and the bodies used to revive them were weak, as he used Zaku and Kin as sacrifices. That makes Hiruzen significantly more impressive, as he's able to still beat 3 Sannin level opponents solo. The fact that Orochimaru needed 2 more people on his level to even stalemate Hiruzen says a lot about the scaling difference. Keep in mind, a slightly younger Hiruzen made Orochimaru run away scared to fight. Yet the same Orochimaru thought he was a match for Anbu Itachi. That goes to show that he was more afraid of Hiruzen than Itachi. And this was after his recommendation to become Hokage with Minato and Fugaku. He blatantly shows that he thought he had more of a chance against Itachi, Fugaku, and Minato until he saw how rusty Hiruzen was. Prime Hiruzen is said to be more powerful than Hashirama, as he stated as the strongest Hokage and showcased his skills even in Edo that almost put him at that level while old. That goes to show that him in his prime might actually be in that Hashirama Madara range. The Guru statue was pressing the alliance and giving Hashirama and Tobirama trouble. Yet Hiruzen comes in and counters him immediately. Again, this is still old man Hiruzen. I wish we got to see Prime Hiruzen so we could settle that whole debate altogether. But people will believe what they want no matter how many statements or feats prove that he's in that higher tier. Sorry, I digress. And when did Orochimaru become a weak point of comparison? He's a Sannin that punked Kakashi, beat Prime Jiraiya, who we saw had Sage Mode, took down 3 countries in one invasion, and established his own country while being dangerous for the Akatsuki and the rest of the world. He still made it Sasori with an Edo Kazekage that matched his human puppet. That wasn't even his perfected Edo Tensei. Just because Itachi and Pain were able to scare him doesn't mean he's automatically weak. Itachi and Pain would do the same to most of the cast. So for it to take 2 of the strongest villains to punk him says a lot about his power, let alone Hiruzen. And on top of that, he's the most wanted person in the world. Villagers want him. The black market wants him. The Akatsuki want him. And he's still not dead. Hiruzen was literally the most respected Hokage, other than Naruto, by the entire village and other nations. If he was truly abusive and neglectful, why would Naruto of all people, or Iruka, or Kakashi, Sasuke, Asuma, Konohamaru, and the list goes on, show so much respect towards him? Even though Asuma and Konohamaru did argue with him, they never once disrespected him as a leader or father figure. Every single kid, whether orphaned or not, respected Hiruzen the most out of every Kage, as shown in all his flashbacks and appearances. For so many villages to still join the Chunin exams in his reign shows he still held massive ties. Even Hashirama was being disrespected at his own Kage summit. And he was the most powerful in the world in the Warring States period. Tobirama and Hashirama respected him so much, they saw him as their family, trained him, and appointed him the 3rd Hokage. Even Danzo, his rival, couldn't help but respect him even during his demise. I guess memes are too powerful, so people take it out of context to force horrible opinions on characters and series. Let that be a lesson, people. If you actually look at the series and dissect the character and scenes, you'll see the blatant discrepancies in those forced opinions. Let me know your thoughts down below. Like, share, subscribe, and thank you for listening to my rants. Until next time, stay lazy.